We've had a bit of a fixture change around, but we are here now for the start of the season here in the Welsh Premier League and the second round of the Welsh Cup. Welcome back to Tuna's Travels. Yeah, so we played a couple of games since we were last here on Friday, and we beat FC Midtjylland 5-1 on aggregate. Rebbe and Fleming putting us 2-0 up in the away leg, Corno pulling one back late on, but in the home leg we were just dominant. 3-0, Fleming, Williams and Rebbe scoring in this one. We then played Rosenborg in the third qualifying round, beat them 3-1 at home. Williams, elite own goal, and Fleming late on, adding a bit of gloss to the scoreline with Demir pulling one back in the 58th minute. And that late goal from Fleming was so crucial. We lost 1-0 at Rosenborg, an 80th minute Otterly goal, but it puts us through 3-2 on aggregate, where we've got drawn against Hapoel Rishon Lezion in the fourth qualifying round. In between them two ties, we also played Denby in the Welsh League Cup second round. Graney, Fleming, Burgess and 2 from Rebbe, giving us a 5-2 victory. That's not the competition we need to focus on, it's the Welsh Cup second round. So today we're going to play Avaliable in the first league game of the season, and then that Welsh Cup second round game. So we're going to play 4 games off camera in the middle, and we are going to kick off our league season here. We are at home as well. Season preview has us in second place, still quite a distance behind TNS, but it was only a point last season. Yes, the squad's got a bit weaker, but hopefully with a new style or history of success, we can really challenge them as well. Chances in goal: Houston, Randall, Druitt and Harding in back 4, Love and Craney in midfield, Rich, Williams and Burgess all behind Fleming up top. So we are hoping for Fleming to do the business in terms of goal scoring. He's going to be crucial if we do want to lead a charge on this league title this season. So, yeah, we need him to really, from day one, as he has been in the Conference League, score goals, kick on, give us, the hope and the good momentum going forward. And the first highlight, ball played forward and headed out towards Harding. Druitt gives it back to him. Craney now in midfield. You can see we've gone with the big pitch as well, as wide and long as possible. Hopefully to allow us to get into these spaces and use these wings. As the cross comes in towards Fleming, and it's just over the bar from him as well. 6 minutes into this game, the first chance for us. Let's pull up the league table there. Houston with the free kick towards the back post, and it's headed clear. Williams should get to that. Plays it to Randall, gets it back, looks forward for Rich, who was on side. Can he pull it across to Fleming? He can, and the ball is in the back net, and it is Jeff Fleming's 8th goal of the season, his 50th league goal of the career. You can see that down at the bottom as well, and it was so unselfish from Rich. It was a great ball to find him. He called his run, stayed on side, and it was just a case of finding his man, pulls it across to Fleming, sliding in for 1-0 to Bangor City. And we instantly pretty much jump straight into another highlight. Druitt wins the header, but Fleming can't. Davis back heel to Cooper. It's Cooper once again now. You can see how stretched our defence is, but Druitt wins that ball well. That's the only problem with the large pitch. It's not a great through ball there. Cooper looks forward again, and they do win the header this time. Barbrook gives it away to Williams. Needs some support and gets on the outside here with Burgess. Is he going to knock it back? Here he is to Harding, who crosses deep to Rich. Knocks across for Fleming. It's a good save from the goalkeeper from point blank range. Fleming's header. Love is going to jog over and pick that up. Is the highlight still continuing? It's not. Okay. But yeah, Fleming is certainly creating chances, and him and Rich look like they've got a good link already. You can see Connors Quay and Lenny at Clonenny Town already winning. TNS also winning right now. They're playing at the same time as us. Fleming out to Houston. Volleyed first in time into the box. Drew it to Williams. Craney turns out, finds Houston once again. Low cross Fleming, he's 2-0, it's Fleming's second in the game, he's 9th of the season, 24 minutes in, and he's already on for a hat-trick. This is exactly what we say, we need him to be scoring the goals, getting into these dangerous spots, being that poacher. And to be fair to Houston, he did fantastic. It's poor defending, but it's a great ball in from him. And Fleming gets there to volley home and make us comfortable in this game. Kinchant now with the goal kick, short to Randall. Out for Houston, who has space, and he's dispossessed though. Just sort of runs into his man, and they just give the ball straight back to us. Fleming now, the man on the brace. Love finds Rich, who's taking it down that wing, needs some help. Comes back to Houston, back to Rich. Craney in space, he's going to hit one, he's not. It's Williams, can they find Rich there maybe? He comes to Burgess this side, and he's just wide of the post. Tries to go across the goalkeeper, just gets too much on it and just fires wide of that post as well. As things stand, we are top of the league after one game. TNS and had 2-0 up as well. 4 teams there that have won by 2 goals at the moment. Obviously, us and TNS is not even at half time yet. Fleming finds Rich. That's a great ball into Rich, and Fleming returns the favour. Assists Rich this time. It's 3-0, and all 3 goals have included these two. It's a wonderful through ball from Fleming, and Rich just laces through it, slams that ball home, splits the defence there. Rich, one touch, and then bang, fires past the goalkeeper. It's 3-0, we are cruising. But once again in this tie, TNS now 3-1 as well. Sefin Druids just pulled one back from a penalty. We go in at half time, comfortable. I'm going to stretch my arms out. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to ask them to not get complacent. We are also going to take off Williams for Phillips. Harding switching with Druitt and bring on Barr. Just make them 2 changes at the moment. Just fitness-wise, we only played a couple of days ago in the Conference League qualifying round, so we need to keep players fit. Plenty of games played already, actually, and it's very, very early on. Obviously, this is the first league game. And we've already played 7 competitive games. This is our 8th. Druitt on the ball to Burgess. Craney, and Druitt's continued his run. Played it to Burgess. Back to Druitt. Burgess in for Rich, and there's a foul. It's offside by Burgess apparently, to rule that goal out. Keith with the free kick for Den towards the back post, and nobody on the 2 players at the back there. That was not ideal, really. We will have to look at another change shortly, but Craney wins that header. Drew it to Phillips. It might be Craney that comes off. Rusco looks forward, but only finds the feet of Barr. Here is Craney. Chips it up towards Fleming. Nobody really challenges for that, and it's cleared out. It's scrappy at the moment. Craney into Fleming. To Rich. For Craney. Fleming goes down off the ball, and it's a poor effort by Craney, and that will be his last action. I think we're going to switch him with Phillips, and we're going to bring on Rebe. Minutes ago, it's 3-0 to us. TNS is 6-2 up now. That changed. Massive 7-2 to TNS. Bernard Topar has a hat-trick there, as does Berg. But we are going to cruise to 3 points here and a clean sheet as well. 3-0. Great start to the season. And yeah, we move on now to the next game. It's great 3 points, great performance as well on the opening day. TNS just being TNS. It's just going to be a case of we have to beat them when we play them. That's just, we know what we have to do. And that's what we are going to have to focus on going forward in this season. And we are actually going to play, we do play them shortly. But we're not going to do that game. We're going to do Sefin Albion in the Welsh League Cup in the second part of this episode. So we're back for that Welsh Cup tie against Sheffield Albion, but we played a couple of games since we were last here. We beat Hapoel Rishon 6-0 in the first leg. Craney, Burgess, Williams, Rebbe and 2 from Jeff Fleming, giving us a comfortable victory and basically putting us into the group stage. In the away leg, we lost 2-1. We don't particularly care too much. Rich scoring for us, Uzan and Pachima scoring for them. 7-2 on aggregate, comfortable. But then back-to-back draws in the league. Ian Williams scoring against St in the 50th minute equaliser after O'Sullivan put them 1-0 ahead, and then a 0-0 against Ballertown leaves us a 6th place in the league. We had a real chance because TNS actually lost their second game. Just quickly flip back, you see they lost to Connors Quaid, so we had a real chance to get above them, but that draw, 2 draws, so disappointing, and we really should have done better in both games. But, you know, we are still unbeaten to start the league campaign. Not that it matters too much at this stage. But we now have a JD Cup game against Sheffield Albion. We've got Kinchan, Houston, Randall, Bart, Harding, Love, Craney, Newton, Williams, Burgess and Rebbe up top. Fleming is away on international duty and he's also unhappy. He wants to move to a bigger team. He does not want to be here at all. So we'll see what happens with him. Hopefully we can perform well and that sort of eases as the season goes. It's not going to affect him too much. But this is a big chance for Rebbe up top. It's a game we should be winning. It's a game we should be comfortable in. But so we will see. We are here in the blue as the free kick is floated towards the back post. It's cleared out. Williams should get to that first. And he's actually hesitated. He's slowed down just before the ball. And let Mazzarella get there first. But he has won the ball back, luckily for him. Burgess to the byline. Pulls it across and Rebbe's header just wide of the post. Just gets a glance on it, but not quite enough to divert it into that corner. Crane now to Burgess, who heads it straight to Savage. And we are being a bit sloppy with the ball in these opening stages. Spencer tries to switch the play towards Burton. Houston wins the header though. Newton. See Rebbe trying to prey on the shoulder of that defender. Here is Houston. Can he find Rebbe? It's crossed in. It's Rebbe's head and it's parried by the keeper, but in off the post. Keeper can't get enough on it. Rebbe's a pretty tall lad and he gets up there and wins that header this time. He does score to make it 1-0, 6 minutes into this game. I thought for a moment the keeper had got enough on it to keep it out. He does get a hand to it, but it's just off the inside of the post and trickles over the line. It is 1-0 and we are underway in this cup final. It's now Houston with a free kick. He's hit one from range and the keeper holds comfortably, really. He now looks downfield and they've got nobody forward. Here's Love out for Newton. Turns out, finds Houston in space. Cross. Rebbe's header and just wide again. Rebbe is so dominant in the air here. Just needs to try and get them headers on target and he's played him behind here. He does need some help. Is he going to go alone? He's going to hold it up and he finds Burgess. Great touch to the byline. Pulls it back for Craney to Williams. Space shoots. And it's saved by the keeper. It's a great save as well from the keeper to get across. Back in though to Burgess. Cross once again. Rebbe cleared out from him. Very, very good save from Frewen there to keep it at 1-0. You see how dominant we are early on already. Ball downfield. Williams headed to Newton. Looks over the top to Rebbe. And he's fired wide again. And he may have scored, but he really needs to be finishing some of these chances. Half an hour gone. They're picking up a few bookings. I say we've had a few chances. They haven't had a highlight for about 10-12 minutes. Here is one. It's Savage trying to find Wright, but Randall easily cuts that out. Craney now finds Rebbe. That's a great ball. Can Rebbe score this time? It's saved by the goalkeeper. Tipped over the bar. Rebbe really should have had at least a hat-trick in this game already. Williams delivers. Header clear. And now it's Martin to Burton. And the end of the highlight. Another corner this time. Williams header clear once again. And Burton's going to get there once again. Turns his man and now he brings it forward. And it's still Burton galloping, but Houston just steps in there, takes the ball from him dominantly. Randall out to Houston, into Newton on that far side, in front of the benches. Brings it inside, skips past the tackle, and it's a penalty. Spencer is already on a booking, and he gets away with one. He's going to stay on the pitch. Trips Rebe before the ball can get there. He's going to step up, take this penalty, and makes it 2-0 into the bottom corner. His 9th goal of the season, and he could have had a lot more had he been clinical enough. It's a good penalty, drills it into that bottom corner. Keeper goes the right way, but can't get down quick enough. And it is 2-0. Still got 9 minutes plus stoppage time before half time. Is love to Newton. In for Rebe, maybe an offside. Ball is in the back of the net, and the flag has stayed down, and that is a hat trick. Number 10 as well for the season. And that is number 3. And I mean, lovely well to intercept that ball. Newton must have been so tight. And I think it's a perfect hat trick as well. I think it was we had a right foot, a left foot, and a header. So we'll see here. It's level with the lines flashing like that. I knew it was tight, but that is a hat trick from him. And we are going to go into half time. The 3-goal advantage into the dressing room. Very happy. We are going to switch on over to the lower intensity style and give Calvin Self a chance to come on here. The young lad, see what he can do up top. Again, we're not particularly going to play to his strengths, obviously. We switch to the low intensity style, so it may not suit him as well, but we'll see what he can do. We have a free kick, it's Williams, and this is decent range, and it's off the bar. We can't get to the rebound, it's Burton to clear. Decent free kick there, that was. And it's just one of them games where it's so comfortable, isn't it? If we just go and let's bring on Cottrell at right back. And Rich for Newton as well. And I think we'll probably just see this game out now. I'd be surprised if we get many more highlights, given the switching tactical style. And we do have one who is Harding to Williams, who of course hit the bar with that free kick. Craney, back to bar. Love. Out for Burgess. Tries to cross and Trow heads clear, but only to Williams. Love out to bar. First time into Craney, into Self for Rich, and Rich makes it 4. It's a lovely finish from him as well, and an assist from Calvin Self. The 2 substitutes combining, and he just powers it past the goalkeeper into that bottom corner. And it was well worked as well, just cuts inside. Defender doesn't particularly know where he is, he's got his back to him the entire time, and Rich just cuts round him, takes a touch, and drills it into that bottom corner. And Williams now intercepting here. Burgess out for Self, who's fouled, and Mazzarella is going to get his second booking. He's going to be off. Things just go from bad to worse for Sefin Albion. It's 4-0. They're down to 10 men. They just want the 4-time whistle to be blown, and there it is. We are comfortably through to the next round. As sort of to be expected in this game, it was to be expected, really. We just need to stop performing like this in some of these league games. Stop these 2 couple of draws. We need to get victories to really be able to challenge going forward. I don't think we've had the 3rd round draw yet. We haven't. It is there. It's a bit too soon, really, for my liking. So I think we're going to speed things up a bit. We're going to do the TNS game, the 3rd game of the season, probably Sefin Druid. So we're going to skip a whole host of games here. But like I've said it multiple times in this save, we do need to speed things up if we do want to try and complete it. So leagues like this, we're just going to try and speed through as much as possible. So Sefin Druids and TNS, depending on Cup, obviously, around then. But that TNS game would definitely be one of them. Because that could be a title decider, and we will find out in tomorrow's episode. Thank you very much for watching. You know what to do if you've enjoyed this, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.